Hi everybody and welcome to Bilko and Brenny's podcast number 11. I'm Bilko.
I'm Brewery.
And tonight we've got an absolute cracker for you. We're going up to the northeast of Scotland. 71 Brewing from the city of Discovery in Dundee. And we talked about doing this one for a while, haven't we, big man?
We have indeed.
Dundee, the home of jam, the home of jute, the home of journalism, I might add. Yes, and city discovery because it's a lot of science and stuff being done up there. So it's a lovely one of Scotland's fourth biggest city. I know, mate. I know. I've put my foot in it already, ain't I, big man?
You're just diving right in there. 2 foot it. Can't help yourself.
Right, so this one's a breakfast toast. And it's a stout stroke milk sweet. It's a great name, innit? Breakfast toast. Aye. Breakfast stout. So we're going to raise a toast to beer for breakfast, created with 7 different malts, lactose, Madagascan vanilla pods, and conditioned on Guatemalan cold brew from the Sacred Grounds Coffee Company. Dark and smooth with a cinnamon head, aromas of vanilla, chocolate, coffee, milk, and a gorgeous long finish create a perfect mashup from the start and the end of the day. So let's crack this open.
That's dark.
I like it. The description just sounds brilliant.
Can't really get a smell of this.
Oh, yes.
You can smell it from here.
Oh, it's brilliant. Love it.
You can smell the cinnamon, actually.
4.5% ABV. That's brilliant, isn't it?
A lot of coffee in that. Chocolate as well.
Aye, man. Cheers, big man.
Cheers, man.
That's nice, man. It's not
very smooth. Very smooth. The cinnamon. I smell the cinnamon. I'm not really getting too much in the gin. More of the vanilla and chocolate, definitely.
Well, they were saying there cinnamon head, so that's maybe the aroma there.
Aye, just the aroma. Aye.
It's really good, man. It is obviously. Listen, I mean, we'll compare it immediately to the well-known stout. I like the fact it's called breakfast stout, man, but it's really quaffable, man. Really like it.
It's doing exactly what it says on the tin, which is chocolate, coffee, milk. The aromas are oil. A lot of coffee in that, I feel.
Aye.
A lot of coffee.
I
like coffee.
Mate, I love coffee before, mate. I'm just looking here. It's from the Sacred Grounds Coffee Company. Guatemalan cold brew. That's what it's conditioned on. So what I would say is, mate, it's very there is quite a lot of coffee coming through, but it doesn't overpower the whole of the balance of that, if you know what I mean. So you've got the coffee, you've got I can get the vanilla. It's quite creamy, mate, as well. I can see why it's maybe a milk stout. And it's surprisingly sweet as well. For a stout as well. Oh, I do like that. Oh, I'll tell you something, man. This definitely wouldn't be getting poured down the cundy, mate.
No. Teckle.
Have you just been looking up the Dundee vernacular as well?
No. I used to read. Did you never read the Jockey Scott blog back in the day?
Oh man, what a guy!
Jockey Scott jetpacks and Lee. Hiya Lee, how you doing? Hiya Lee. Lee Griffiths played in the D. Brilliant. He's some of the funny shit out. Aye, brilliant.
It's good, mate. There's a lot of things came out of Dundee, man. I like Dundee, mate. Obviously, you've got the Fitba team. I must admit, I never had a skiffy about this brewery until a family member of your own had discussed it. I hadn't even heard it, mate. I know you'd heard it, but I hadn't heard it. And cheers for the free slab he promised us, by the way.
In fairness, we never chased that up. And I never got any mark about it. And let's be honest, we buy all our beers so we can review them fairly.
Absolutely.
We buy all our beers so we can review them fairly.
Absolutely.
Apart from the ones we get free at Bruce.
Aye. Good man. And Bruce had a few tins of this as well, didn't he, recently?
Mm-hmm. Aye, he did order all by, aye. He did order all by. I think he quite liked them. But aye, that's a lovely style, how are you? We won't eat.
I'm on to kick off for the scores, mate. Aye, absolutely. We'll just go on, introduce it, so I'll do the first one. With a session that again, well, it is coming in at 4.5% ABV. It's perfectly sessionable percentage for me. So yes, I would session that. I probably would session it. In fact, would I session it actually with a? I would say I would session it. Maybe I'd have 4 or 5 of them. So that's a yes. Would I buy again if I was actually looking for a kind of well-rounded? Do you know something? I actually could have that for my breakfast. See if that was on a Saturday morning. That would be the ideal. Let's have one of them. So I would definitely buy them again in that respect. On a score, the scoring is going to be difficult tonight, mate, after the triumph, which was SRB, sorry. So score-wise, I know it was an Imperial stout, but that's definitely the second. The third, is it the second or the third best stout we've had on here? I'm going to give it I don't want to be, I'm really, really looking forward, as you know, to some of the other ones later on, mate. So I'm not going to be overly generous with this, but I'm certainly not going to be underly generous either. And I'm going to give it a very respectable 7.25 out of 10 for me on that one.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've got to say, for the first beer of the night, I'm really enjoying it. Mm-hmm. It is, read the notes on the can. It hits every single one of them. If you wanted that beer to taste like they've said it is, every single note on it, not disappointing the slightest. Really enjoying it. I think you can tell by exactly how much I'm enjoying it. So start off with a buy again, definitely. Really enjoying that. I would like to taste it a keg if possible.
That'd be great.
I'm sure it'll be available, if not at their own location. So we need to get out on the road once this COVID thing's off, do you know what I mean? Once this COVID thing's off, Bilko, we need to get out on the road and go and visit a few of these places.
Indeed.
So would buy again, would I say yes? I would say yes. I would definitely put that in the sort of the realms of once you're into it, it's not overpowering the slightest, or the tastes, or just come together to give you that lovely, just sort of, as you said, quaffability, tannability.
Tannability.
There is a tannability to it. I mean, you see how much, that's part of that, and I'm already nearly tanned it, so there's a want and a need for more for me, and I'm enjoying it. And based on that, I'm going to score this quite high.
Good.
And I didn't think I would. I don't know why, but I didn't think I would. I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10 to start.
Brilliant score, man.
I really enjoyed it.
Brilliant score, man. It's definitely a good one. I bet I'd just get this in before you tan that, mate. Cheers, big man.
Cheers.
Aye, mate, it's dynamite, this shit, man.
Aye. Really nice. It's a stout there's certain stouts I don't like as in, I wouldn't want an all man, but see if I had an half 10 of that there, I'd be sparring it, no bother. And that's not usually my thing.
It's quite thirst quenching.
Aye. It's not what I'm used to. I'm not used to a style like that.
It's like a Guinness, you buy a Guinness for me anyway, I like to savour my Guinness and see if I go in the Guinness, I'll stay in the Guinness all night. You know what I mean? All night, like bloody Cheltenham. I stayed on it all weekend, regretted it. But aye, mate, that's actually, there's something, I don't know if I could come in and tan a Guinness, but I could tan that, man, actually, and think and feel kind of quaint.
I think there's certainly been I mean, for me, I'm just half a night shift, so within it, I've been taking it quite easy, as you know, over the weekend, trying to make this one of my nights that I now have a wee beer. So I've been looking forward to it. Do you know what I mean? I have been really looking forward to it, and I think that sort of indicates with the way that it's been done the first beer, and that's how I scored it so high, because there's no way I'd drink a beer like that if I wasn't enjoying it. So that's how I get how I'm going with it. I mean, it might end up being my beer in the night. It may well be. May well be.
Well, mate, Dundee invented the adhesive postage stamp, and that certainly gets the stamp of approval for that. Cheers.
So, beer number 2 of the evening with 71 Brewery for Dundee is a Jam Slam, which is a sour, raspberry sour. So we're going to have a wee look at the info. A kettle sour with heaps of locally sourced raspberries. A hazy, zingy beer with a sharp tartness alongside a wave of berry goodness. So I'm looking forward to trying this one. You know, I'm not really a big fan of the sours, but I think after that stout, the breakfast stout that I rated highly, I'm looking forward to it just for a wee change of palate and a wee mouth cleanser before we go to the bigger stuff that I'm looking forward to. But I'm not going to be preemptive or too much.
Oh, definitely get the jam off that immediately, man.
Yep.
Oh, it's like jam in it, big jam.
You certainly the raspberries.
Aye, lovely colour. Cheers, mate.
Cheers. It's actually very beery. It's not. Do you know what? It's not a natural colour. It's settling. Look at that. It's settling down quite into a normal.
That's good. It just smells fantastic, man. Can't wait to get my nashers on this. Tart.
That is tart.
Oh, it's a bit shut.
Not overly, but not. It's just the initial.
Yeah.
It settled in quite quickly.
Yes. Yeah.
It wasn't that. It was that sure plums, like sort of ice cream headache.
That's really good, mate. After the sharp hit of that, man, it settles down lovely into the raspberries. It's I love raspberries. Obviously, a lot of Dundee's famous for jam. I can totally see where the locally sourced raspberries come shining through that. I love the name of it, Jam Slam. I mean, that's really, really good, and it settles down on the palate into. It's a berry goodness. That's a great description of it. It's just that actually makes me feel quite good. It's releasing all sorts of endorphins, man. As you see as well, man, it's a
lovely contrast. It's a lovely contrast to the stout we just had.
Aye, and I like how as well, mate, a wee 330ml as well. Which is perfect.
Well, you've got the oxydating 440. You did have the oxydating 440, but I just thought, given that I'm not the biggest fan of the sours, it was 20p cheaper.
No, brilliant.
Right. Kind of like Ken with your money, you know?
Aye. Like, then, what about that? Just touch on that, man. I mean, how much did it cost for a Kergo this week?
I think we get 12 beers for 40 delivered. I'm pretty sure it was round about that. It was I mean, some of them the ones we've got are big hitters. You know, it's not overly priced in any way, shape or form. No, like some of the brewers are wanting like free delivery or 50 or whatever. I'm pretty sure we get the 12 beers delivered for 40 quid. I'm pretty sure.
Great value. Just having a look there. The website is 71brewing.com. Really nice website, actually. Some good features.
Very easy to navigate.
You what?
Really easy to navigate, which I like.
Aye. If we
some of the brewers you get into, like, you know, so it's almost as if they're just trying to be too fancy. Yes, you get beers, merchandise, vouchers, beer garden, view all about, and you click any one of it does what it says.
Absolutely.
You know, which is, and they have got a good range of stock. I mean, 2 page worth of beers. You can get 5 litre mini kegs, all pretty good value for the sort of ABVs that they're putting out and stuff. So definitely worth a look.
Aye, when I seen the menu, mate, tonight, obviously you'd emailed it through, I thought, oh, this is going to be table beers all night, man. And then it was like, when I picked them up, man, it was like, wow. It was, you know, obviously, I mean, this is a respectable, this is 4.5%.
4.5,
but we've got a 5.4, 6.9, 7.5 percenters. Now, I'm not saying that, and what I really like, mate, as well, I think that was brilliant what you said there about the fact you can get that in a small can. They've probably been listening to us and they've rearranged their entire canning process just to suit our taste buds. But if you're watching, brewers, we're going to keep harking on about this. Use the option of a 330ml. Because then we can do 6 instead of 4. But aye, it's, mate, really, really nice. And how bright is it as well? It's a brilliant package.
I like, as you said, you made a wee comment off camera about the whole logo for the.
Superb.
Very. I like simplicity. I like simplicity, and that's 71 Brewing. That just, I really do like that. I do like that.
I like the they've got a wee theme, sorry, mate, as well. They put the wee initials on every can as well.
Yeah,
the GS.
GS, with the BT for the breakfast toast.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I noticed later on we've got DC. Is that maybe for DC Thompson? You know, the Bruins and our Willie. They've got all these wee things, and it's dead easy to notice. If you're in the pub, that'll stand out to you. You'll be able to say, "Oh, that's GS." Right? You know, that's the Jam Slam in the fridge. So kudos to you for that, man. Mate, you're really enjoying that, aren't you?
I'm not really a usually a sour fan, but as I said, it was a perfect beer to have after the stout, because it's cleaning the palate out, and it really is. But the raspberries in it are lovely, and the fact that it's only a small can, the tartness, the initial tartness goes away quite quickly.
It does.
It was started off. I mean, I'm quite looking forward to see my face drinking this, because the initial was like, oh, but it settles in really quickly. There's no that sort of long lasting. Every sip becomes a challenge. You know, it was like settled down into a nice raspberry beer. It's
brilliant, man.
Not that I'm used to saying that, because I'm not really a big fan of the fruit beers, but it's just lovely. Lovely, absolutely.
I do like it, mate. So
what you would expect?
Are you ready to score this?
So, would I buy again? I'm going to say yes. Would I session it? No, because obviously I don't session the sours at all. I'm maybe contradicting myself, depending on how drunk I've been in previous episodes, but definitely I wouldn't usually I wouldn't session a sour.
Yeah.
And scores on the doors, I'm giving that a respectable 7.75.
Wow.
I like it. I do like it. I like it. And it's that, I mean, you know, I'm not a big fan of the sours, so I do like it. There's nothing in it that I don't think shouldn't be commended. I actually really enjoy it. Really enjoyed it. And I'm not a big fan of sours. And there you are. Really enjoyed it.
Brilliant, mate. Great scoring. So I always get this round the way. It's always buy again. Would I buy that again? Absolutely, yes. 100% buy that again. Would I session it? Nah, not going to session it again. Sour beers, it's going to be unusual that we would session it, I think, me personally and yourself, just the whole taste, but definitely a palate cleanser and an interesting beer to share, I would think, as well. Score-wise, I really like this. I really like the stout as well, but I really, really like this as well. Is it the best sour we've had? Probably not, but in fact, it's a very, very good. I mean, it reminds me of a plain bread, you know, the outsider of a plain bread piece, kind of loaf, you know, with hunnels the butter on it and hunnels a raspberry jam over the top of it, mate. That's what that is. And obviously, I like a bit of that. So I'm going to give it, mate. I'm actually going to give it. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, mate.
I thought you were about to burst into I'm a skyscraper waiting at 11 and 21st player.
Aye. You can't throw a piece
and
off.
I'm not going out to play anymore.
If it had been the Gorbals brewery we were doing, mate, we might have done that one, man. But I don't know if they would get that.
Yeah, I'm going to see my brewery. I'm going to do something Mitchell Hill related. The Geely Peace Club brewery.
The Geely Peace Club, that's the one, mate. Aye, brilliant, brilliant. I'm just actually looking at my napper here, mate, and I've got a wee bit of raspberry glow about me tonight. I think it was that. I was outside walking the dog before I came out, and I had to run back to get back, mate. So I'm a wee bit of raspberry myself tonight. So, big man, are we giving this a big cheers?
Yes, a big cheers.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers.
So, beer number 3 tonight is going to be a Head Over Heels. Obviously, another one from 71 Brewing Co., which is a 440ml can, a juicy tropical citrus double IPA, packed to the brim with American hops and a slightly bitter resinous ending.
Resinous ending.
Yes. ABV 7.5. Oof. Just before we crack this one open, big man, I can see why you picked this one. And this, I'm only going to mention this once on the stream tonight. Is it because it's got HH? So, big man, let's get it cracked. Oh.
You just see that, Dipa.
Oh. So this one's $4.30 on the website. So again, it's dear enough, but
not overly priced.
Not overly priced at all, as it pours beautifully.
Oh, it's tropical citrus.
Oh.
And the juice as well.
Oh.
You really are getting that juiciness.
Oh, like the
right.
smell of this. Cheers, big man. Cheers, big man. Oh, look at that as well. That Benito in it, man. Look at the Benito.
Oh, but Benito. Carbonation. Hey, that well, did you know?
Aye. Apparently, though, we can use the word carbonation now because Bruce has been telling us about carbonation. It's so I'm happy to use it now. But I like that. I like the Benito. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Juicy. Fruity and juicy.
That is very juicy. That is very citric. It's very. I would say it's on the kind of citric side of tropicalness, isn't it? Are you all right there, big man?
I take a wee bit too much.
Aye, mate. It's definitely.
It's lovely. It's a gulper. Considered as a 7.5%, I'm really enjoying it.
You nearly finished it already. You nearly finished that already, mate. It's definitely the kind of, I don't know, the kind of sour opal fruit side of citrus tropicalness.
It's a totally tropical taste.
It's brilliant, man. Oh, I'm really impressed with these guys.
Yeah, I've got to say I'm really. Aye.
Superb, man. Oh, again, we've discussed this many times. It's a sign of a good Dipa for me when you can't taste the 7.5%.
Which is a crazy ABV, let's be honest.
It's brain damage APE, man. It's a real Dundonian ABV, real Scottish ABV on it. But it's really good.
It's sweet. I mean, that's tannable. That's a heavy tannable drink.
Aye.
Quaffable, tannable, call it what you want. Every time I put it down, I want to pick it back up and drink it. It sees everything about it.
I think the fact that we've been, the two have obviously been taking it easy recently. And I think that's because, I'm not going to lie, I was excited when I obviously knew we were doing this tonight. Knew I was going to get a couple of wind down beers after work. But aye, man, it is tannable, man. I drink.
Well, I think finally we're going to try and go for that nirvana of balance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, try and get it. Because obviously you can get any bad habits as well as the good. And recently I've probably erring on the bad to the extent where it's maybe affected the life a little bit. But actions have been taken and it's all going well. And it's about getting back to enjoying it. And I've been looking forward to trying this these get delivered. I'm pretty sure these get delivered on Friday. So they've been sitting in my fridge all weekend. Don't get me wrong, I was night shift, so I was pretty much scun up. I couldn't do anything about it. So, but there was no temptation to either. So that was nice. Do you know what I mean? So I was looking forward to doing this tonight. I think 4 beers with my pal on the podcast, and in times like this, it's a substitute for what we would have been doing, going to pubs and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I like about it. Yeah, it's like really nice, and that especially. I mean, every time I'm putting it down, I want more. Do you know what I mean? And
that's a really nice beer, man. It's.
And I think that's the measure of how you've got to. You can get in detail about what it tastes like, etc. I mean, it's tropical.
It's slightly bitter.
I'm not getting it so much. I'm not getting the bitterness so much.
I think, mate, when it settles right down, you know, that wee 30 seconds after.
Resin, I do get what they're saying with the resin, like sort of that after. But I get what you're saying now that I've actually let it settle. And I've not picked up and drank it within the last 30 seconds.
People are going to be watching this and be like, ah, these bloody these are spending £4.30 they're tanning it in bloody 2 minutes.
Well, hey,
but that's a sign of a good beer, isn't it, mate? What I mean?
Aye, certainly.
That's it, man. It's I mean, again,
enjoy it, want more. Enjoy it, want more. Nothing wrong with that.
Do you know the best thing as well, mate? I've got a wee bit left. 440ml. Oh. Other thing as well, mate, you're obviously drinking out the old pint tumbler tonight. I've got the wee 2/3 one, so it's probably a wee bit of a optical illusion.
That's my first at the pint tumbler.
Is it?
I've used I had a 500ml German Prime earlier, and I used a cool ship. But then again, I did give you all the cool ship glasses that you've just never bothered passing any back about to me.
I'll tell you what, mate.
You get 4 of them. I've got 1 of them that I paid for.
Nice, mate.
You get 4 freebies.
I've got one I need to get, mate. My life is no worth living, by the way, because at my work, my mate JB, he's just constantly, every 2 minutes, when you give me that cold ship glass, so I'll give you one done, mate, not a problem.
Oh, thanks for that. That's nice of you. That's nice of you, after me negotiating that.
Talking the cold.
I remember bringing him up one night, going like, oh, I've got a couple of freebies for this. You're like, well, you just put them all there, man. I never seen them again. That's you. You've got 4.
I don't know, mate.
Aye. I paid for me.
Got hundreds of them, mate. Hundreds of them, man. The great thing is,
I wrote them up.
Definitely.
Definitely. And remember, you've got loads of wee independent places that are still doing good craft beer at decent prices. And also remember, you can buy direct to all these brewers as well. Always remember that. I mean, you can buy direct to everywhere. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for supporting local, but that local goes for the whole of Scotland. And sometimes some places don't stock, whatever. I'm not sure where stock's 71 in Glasgow. I've not really seen it, have you?
No, I've not seen it either, mate. As I said, it was your...
So we had to go direct to them to review it, so there's nothing wrong with doing that either. Just most places will do you a delivery the next day. Do you know what I mean? If you get it, you get your delivery in, you'll get your delivery the next day. And I'm not trying to do any of the good friends that we've got who are in the trade. I'm just letting people know that there's options out there. Great options for like wee beer shop, cool ship, whatever else. SAS stores, everywhere. Do you know, there's loads of good places in the south side of Glasgow that will do you a deal. Further afield as well that we've still not got round to doing. But remember, we're going to do it one time, but probably not this winter. We'll probably staying bunkered down in the south side.
Curry in, mate, and just get a couple of Dipas, man. We'll end up head over heels after a few of these bad boys.
I've got to say the head over heels is. They do another version of it as well. Did you see that on the website?
The mango. Aye. So that's maybe a bit less citric. Aye, that's definitely worth trying.
I'll tell you. I would like to try the mango one, which I probably will just order from wherever we can. But that, to me, that's great. That's great. It's your turn to score. So.
Oh, sorry, yes, my turn to score. So would I buy that?
I'm not. I'm just saying it is. I'm just like, because I was about to just launch into it myself there, but it is your turn.
Would I buy that again? Yes, I would buy that again. Would I session that? Now, mate, I know what you're saying here, and obviously it was quite funny after we've ended up a wee bit inebriated on some of them, and it's like, would I session it? Aye. But would I session that? No offence to you, 71 Brewing, I'm not going to session it purely because it's 7.5% and don't want to be a drunk Bilko, so I wouldn't session it. Score-wise, man, this is entering beer of the night territory for me. I'm thinking it's a difficult one again. Mate, the thing is, man, most of the dippers we've tried, but we've had a couple of Duff dippers as well. I think this is definitely, it's a tackle, man. It's a tackle dipper. Is that the right word? And for me, I'm head over heels about this one, and I'm going to give it a very, very respectable 8.25 out of 10.
Nice one. Well, I'm kind of in agreement. Would I buy again? Yes. With a session, I'd love a couple of them just to see how mad I joke with. A couple of them, and you're actually wondering how you get in. You know what I mean? You're looking on Google Maps the next morning. I quite like these nights. So I'm going to just give it I would. Just for a laugh. And that's more in jest than in action. Yes. I want to have a couple. But it'd be some. You'd be pacing the night back, looking for your Google phone.
Would you session a Sunday morning?
Aye, definitely. I'd be a first beer. I'd be after the breakfast toast. After the breakfast toast, then I'd go to that. They bother after.
Breakfast toast, slam
between. There'd be no jam in between. It would just be a breakfast toast, then straight away head over heels. But I'm really enjoying it. I've struggled to actually put it down to enjoy it because it is really, really tannable. It's got that whole sort of, it's got that whole vibe. You want to put, every time I put it down, I want to pick it back up and drink it, and that's a sign of a beer that I loved and my thirst. Score-wise, it's my beer of the night so far. I'm going to do the same as you. It'll be an 8.25, Bilko. That to me is everything I want in a beer. High strength, tannability, really nice. After the initial sort of citric overload, calms right down, and it just turns into a beer that you're like, oh, I want that. I want that more. Nice. That's exactly what I'm looking for my beer. So I am keen at an 8.25 as well. So far, my beer of the night. Really looking forward to the next one as well.
Brilliant, mate. That's a big cheers then.
Cheers.
We'll just keep it rolling now, mate. So Friday night, after we had recorded the old SRB, there's going to be a new range of Bilko and Brenny's merchandise available, and we actually are going to go for the Would You Sesh It? Are we going to do a giveaway on one of them, mate? Just one?
We may as well. If we're going to go in for a penny, in for a pound, we'll do how many subs we're at the room?
We're at 170.
Oof.
Yeah. Aye.
So a next giveaway's got to be 500 subs, surely. I would say, let's not get carried away with it. 500 subs. If we get 500 subs, an RB beer, hoodie, pole giveaway.
Right, okay.
Same routine, 50 quid worth of booze, blah. I think I'll probably take enough 3 months to do it, so
I know, man.
You can stick with a pound a week. You can stick a pound a week,
mate. So we'll be making sure we're buying the cheap beers on the website. It's all right, mate. We'll just stick that away in the kitty, mate. In the interim, if you really want one, get in touch. We can supply you with a Would You Sesh It. We'll put a wee link up to it in the.
I think what we should be doing is showing that I'll wear the Would You Sesh It.
Yes, yes.
So we'll do that. I'll wear them when you say it. Then we'll be putting them available for. Put your price, let us know.
Aye.
Then we'll put them up on a fucking web store. Because let's be honest, it's genius. It's genius.
It's genius. It's brilliant, man. American collegiate font.
It's brilliant. I love it. What a fire. What a fire. What's a chest? What do you say? Of course I would.
Yeah, man. Aye.
Of course I would.
I know people, you'll be wearing it, people will be like, what the hell's that? Anyway, big man, what else has been happening? Big shout out to Talando77 again, my friend. He was in the
news. Great to see him getting a bit of publicity.
Oh, aye.
One mention on the podcast, and that's him. He's made home.
One mention on the podcast.
That's the power of Bilko.
He's in the paper.
Power of Bilko. Power of Bilko. Power of Bilko.
100%, mate.
Never feels to amaze me. One mention for the Bilko, man, that's you. You get national press coverage.
That's it. Made up, mate. Made up for him. If you're watching this Talando, and I think you will be watching it. Cheers, big man, and keep up the good work. Any other shout outs this week? What else do we have? We've got DTW, another shout out for you, mate. Thanks for getting in touch on Instagram. We've got our usual guys, you know, just keep liking and subscribing. Obviously, all the social media links are up there. We're on Twitch now as well, Bilko and Brenny's podcast. So at some point in the future, we might use that.
Going live.
Oh, what do you think?
Big shout out to G-Mac. G-Mac Fitness has said thanks a million for the shout outs. And to be honest, listen, guys, if you're looking for a way to get back fit, guys and girls, use this, guys. G-Mac Fitness at YouTube. Lad them in again, because honestly, if you're looking to get a wee bit fit in between all your drinking and just having a good time, great videos, great ethos behind Alan's work. Got a lot of time, a lot of respect for the guy, and he said he did a wee upsurge for the last couple of videos we were mentioning. So big ups to him, because he is good at what he does. It's free. All he's looking for is people to like and subscribe as well, because he's putting out free content and he's just wanting people to be fit but still like what they're doing.
Aye.
They enjoy themselves as well. And it's all about getting, we're all surviving this pandemic together. And he's Absolutely. A big ethos in that. And that's after him for it.
And just on the back of that as well, Dave, if you're watching it, another new viewer on the one of GMAX followers. Cheers, Dave, for the follow, mate. Are we going to be reviewing cider?
Maybe no.
But we're definitely going to be reviewing stouts, but aren't we?
Oh,
aye.
There's one there,
right? Out there, man. Aye.
There you go, Dave. There you go. Get a Brewery 71. Brewery 71 breakfast toast. There's your first out of it. Both reviewed well.
Definitely, man. That was a belter, actually. It's been a good one so far, mate. So,
listen, Brewery 71 so far is one of my favourite breweries, I've got to say. I've really enjoyed it.
Have you got any left?
It's got price point. It's got alcohol content. It's got everything you're looking for. Good beers, good prices, locally sourced, deliver internationally. I mean, what more do you want? I mean, quite happy with it.
Exactly, mate.
Free shit. That's what we want.
Aye, where is it? I mean, I tell you, man, all these people like that. My mate Chris Duncan's like that. Aye, so what's it like, man? You must be getting all this free shit, man. And I'm like that. Free shit. What? No, the only free shit we get is off our bloody viewers, innit? Off our pals sending us stuff. Know what I mean?
And cheers for that. And cheers for that, man. Aye, we have to buy the rest of the stuff ourselves. You know,
I know. Everything else we so viewers.
And really, cheers for that. That's a really nice coaster, by the way. I'm really appreciate. Who's happy again?
That's for a boy down his channel's called Ground is Key. He's a horse racing expert, and he's a top hunter, actually. Very interesting guy. Does that in a sideline, and I actually checked it out, mate, because I know my print processes, and that was very good of him to send that up, man. We might look at maybe getting some of them in the next giveaway. We'll probably take 3 years to get to that anyway, so we don't need to worry about these 500 subscribers. So, big man, you get any left?
I've been empty for the last 2.5
Sorry,
minutes.
bud, man, I feel bad, right? I'm going to give you one final cheers on that. Superb.
So, beer 4 of the night, we are going for the Outer Galactic, the OG, which Bilko and I both automatically go iced tea, original gangster. But no, this is Outer Galactic, which, to be honest with you, when you look at the ABV of this straight off the bat, it's 7.5%. And it's saying it's a Imperial dry hopped Pilsner. So it's going to be interesting, Bilko. It's going to be interesting. Treat this amped up Pilsner with extreme caution. Rich malt body, crisp lager finish, and all the hops. Every last one of them, too easy to drink, beware. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That is, you know this is exactly what I'm looking for in a beer.
Straight out of Dundee.
Crazy motherfucker.
Straight out of Dundee. A crazy motherfucker. Fucking, oh, that was pish. Oh, it's not, it's a wee bit darker than a normal Pilsner.
Well, I was, do you know, when it said Imperial hopped, I was expecting it to be a somewhat.
Ooh. Ooh.
Mm.
Cheers, big man.
My apologies. Cheers. Oh, that's fucking lovely.
Wow. I can see why that has to be treated with extreme caution for all the right reasons. The bonito in it. Don't know if you can see that.
Mine's is quite subtle.
Oh.
Yours fizzing away there.
It's fizzing away nicely, man, but not overly fizzing, man. That's really nice, man. It's mate, it's quite, it's almost sweet.
It's got a bizarre spice to it. What the hop?
I think that's the richness, possibly. Then the richness of the malt.
I'm going to actually read. I'm going to read it back again for my own.
Oh, mate.
Rich malt. It's the malt. It's the malt. I'm sure.
There's also, mate. There's Columbus.
Body, clear lager finish, and all the hop. Listen,
mate. There's caramel, aromatic malt. Wait, this is me reading this as if I know what I'm bloody talking about. Right, but what I do recognise is the Citra and the Columbus and the Cryo Mosaic hop, which I believe a hint of sweetness in those ones. Now, obviously, it's balanced with all the malts in it as well. The caramel aromatic malt, mate, I can totally see why it's called Outer Galactic, because it would send you into the stratosphere. And extreme caution, because 7.5%, is that 7.5%? Mate, that is, whoa.
Beware.
Aye, I love that. Love it.
Listen. Drinking a 7.5%, 440ml can that you can barely even recognise as being, that just tastes like a really, really good malty, hoppy beer. There's not, there's no hint of that being an overly strong beer. That tastes lovely. You could get anybody a wee 2/3 of that, and they wouldn't have a clue they were getting a 7.5% beer.
Mate, the only thing I would say about it is now that now you've mentioned it, and that I think the Citra does kind of mask it a wee bit in it when it once I've had a couple of sips, it is feeling a wee bit strong. But maybe the Citra, mate, that's the first time I've ever tried an Imperial Pilsner. Is it what is it? An Imperial dry hopped Pilsner, right? It's and. Mate, the hint of Citra, no, I think it does creep up on you for me, that. But don't get me wrong. I mean, I could take a massive gulp at it.
I mean, other than it's the fourth beer of the night, which is obviously taking its toll. But
no,
I've got no hint of that being a strong beer.
Oh, it's class, mate. It's class. It's classy.
To me. You're in the realm. I've never had a Pilsner of that strength. We've not reviewed a Pilsner of that strength.
Have you had a Pilsner of that strength before?
No, in this.
Aye. It's a really unusual combination,
It's,
isn't it?
it is. Do you know? I've not had anything remotely close to that in the last.
Dare I say it as well here, mate? Now I know you're going to be upset with me here, but see the frilliness on this, the lacing, man. Absolutely phenomenal lacing. Honestly, and that's been sitting in the. And the lacing's superb on that, man. That's a beautiful beer. It smells sweet. See, when you smell it, it smells like there's a. Don't know if that's the caramel, the carapils, the Munich malt. In fact, it has, mate. It's got a hint of the. See the good. I can't remember the good one we done for Oktoberfest.
Which was the
one that wasn't that rubbish Lowenbrow stuff. The
Lowenbrow was the one. The Hofbräu was it? Was it the Hofbräu?
Aye, the Hofbräu. Aye, the Hofbräu. It's got a hint of the Hofbräuness on top of it, mate. Again, 7.5%. I can't believe it's 7.5%.
So I'm getting down to school already.
Not a problem.
And I've got to say, would I buy again? That is an absolute complete yes. That is a yes. I would like to actually have a stack of them propping up the fridge to be refilled every time I drink one. So I'd buy again with a sesh. A bit risky with the sesh for the ABV, but yes, I would. I would definitely game for a couple of these.
Yeah.
And that's my beer of the night. That's my beer of the night. I actually like that better than Dipa. The Dipa was good.
Yes.
The Head Over Heels was good, but the Outer Galactic, the OG, I'm giving that an 8.5.
Brilliant score, mate.
And that's my beer of the night.
Fantastic score, mate. So, just jumping on there then, would I buy it again? Yes, 100% buy that again. Brilliant. Really nice beer. Lovely beer. Would I session it? No, I'm not going to session it. At 7.5%, I would be with extreme caution. In fact, see if I was to session that. Mate, aye, exactly. And see if I was to session that, big man, I'd probably end up scoring an OG. Right? Aye, but I tell you, that's no taken away from it. Isn't my beer of the night? I was saying to you off stream, mate, I was worried about doing this one because I felt as if I really wanted to like it because I really like these, we really like Dundee. You know, we've all been up in Dundee many times. Is it my beer of the night? Do you know something? I'm going to be a wee bit snide here, mate, in terms of I did prefer the Dipa. So it's not taken away from it because that's a brilliant beer and I respect what you're saying, mate. But for me, it's just not quite as strong. I'm going to give it an 8.2 out of 10, mate.
Mate, that's a ridiculously strong score for you.
That's a very high score, and it's a testament to that, man. I'll tell you something, by the way. See if this is what it's like up in 71 Brewing, man. We need to get up there, man. I want to quaff hundreds of these, hundreds of jam, and do you know what I'll end up being, man? I'll be like Fat Sam. You know?
You let them sponsor. You let them get sponsorship, man, on the back of the hoodies. You let them with Fat Sam's Dundee United, Dundee collaboration. We should merge. Whatever you want on the back of that, man. You're after a butt, honestly.
Jam Slam. Let's have a Jam Slam at Fat Sam's. Yeah.
You're getting the D fucking slogans there, aren't you?
Mate, I tell you, it's they say it's been fantastic discovering these beers from the city of Discovery, mate, and I swear to God, man, I've been really, really impressed, mate. I'm going to give you a massive, massive cheers here, big man, and a massive cheers to 71 Brewing. Cheers, lads and lasses. Aye, but we'll keep it rolling, mate. But here, Fat Sam's, I bet you've had have you been on a away day up at...
That was a great inclusion. That was a great inclusion. we mentioned the male voice choir singing Fathom the Bowl?
Aye,
Fathom
aye.
the Bowl in the brewery.
Yes.
Dan, one of my bra, my big bra. Is a bit of a chanter, and he's involved in all sorts of things. And I think his one of his good mates is brothers with the guy that's running 71 Brewery. So all good. So,
It's all good. So that
Marty, Gavin, Duncan, all the best boys. Been really enjoyable. Drink your beers and linking in. Always buy our own, so we can review fairly. I think it's the motto there, but I don't think we've done too badly there.
We've not done too badly at all, mate. I'm actually going to find you can find it. It's a Glasgow voice choir.
Glasgow male voice choir, aye.
I'm going to see if I can find it. But they do a wee. But the great thing about it is they actually recorded in the cellar of 71 Brewing, and obviously you'd already bought them at that stage, and I was like that. People are going to think that you're just doing that because you know so and so and all that, man. Hey, I tell you, man. See if that had been shite, we would say if it was shite, wouldn't it, man? It's good. It's good shit, man. It is straight out of Dundee. OG, man. OG.
It's been good. I've enjoyed the old 71 Brewery.
Mate, we've only been doing it.
We've got a couple of West Coast IPAs we could be going on with if you want to continue.
Well, hang on a minute, mate. It's interesting you say that because I put a wee post up on Instagram tonight and it was saying, how many should we review? Should we review 4 or 5 or all 6? Is it all right if I just jump on, mate? And
of course.
Right, let's see what's happened. Obviously, we've got thousands of Instagram supporters, all 22 of them. It's the usual suspects. And we've got 8 likes, mate. 8 likes. Mate, we are influencers. Let's just rock on to the story and see if anybody's replied to the. Oh! We've got one person that's voted in the poll, and the poll was: should we review 4, 5, or 6? Enter your answer here, and it is Coots Graphics. 4. No, I'm only joking. It's not Coots Graphics. Obviously, she would say 4. Right? It is. Chris Duncan has answered the question, and he has said 5. So we've got a couple of West Coast IPAs, mate.
Right.
Are we going to crack on into another one?
It's my Saturday night, man. It's my first day off, so I'm doing both anyway.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
So beer number 5. When do we ever go on beer number 5, you?
But the reason we've got a beer number 5 is we had. Sorry to interrupt you, mate. I know you're going to interrupt us. So no interrupt it. You're going to introduce it.
But, you've interrupted me. I'm not interrupting you here.
It's because one of our subscribers on Instagram, DTW, good lad by the way. Probably quite happy about the result by the way. On so anyway.
Best team one and all that.
Got to say, this looks like a tasty haul. Get them seshed. So if it's good enough for DTW, it's good enough for us.
So the 5th beer of the night is, again, Brewery 71 from Dundee. And it's called Nobody Like You. Now, there's plenty of connotations on that. Nobody like you. Taking that well. Nobody like you. Nobody like you.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a West Coast IPA.
Nobody likes you.
Brown with Citra, Simcoe and Columbus hops. Expect a big hop explosion of pine and tropical fruit with a lovely bitterness to match it. That just sounds out about nobody like you.
We don't care.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? There's that play on words there. Like, nobody like you. Yeah. Nobody like you.
Nobody like you.
Nobody like you. Can you get it?
Get it poured, you.
Get it poured.
Oh, lovely colour.
I do like the deep. It's quite a deep.
6.9%. Oof.
It's lively. It's lively. I'll get that. I'll get that.
Oh, it's a Benito coming out of its tits, isn't it?
Oh, Carbo.
Cheers, Bo. I'm going to have to take another wee bit of that. You check the state of your nationals, by the way.
I'm well happy with that.
That's like a lozenge, mate. It's like a nice, sweet, citric lozenge in it. Slips right down the back of the throat.
There's no much sucking going on. I have to admit.
I mean, it just slips, the taste, it just slips down the back of the throat and makes it smooth.
I'm still, maybe I need to slow down with the bitterness, as ever. But you get the pine and the tropical fruit. I'm just waiting on the bitterness to hit. It's not really, I'm not really getting the bitterness, which I'm not complaining about.
Oh mate, it's a lovely bitterness. It's like a kind of sour fruit pastel type of bitterness at the end of it. I'm actually getting it, mate. But I probably never took as big a gulp as you.
You tell me to sip it.
Oh.
Big
Aye, mate. That's
I bypassed it the last time. With
yes.
The eagerness.
You bypassed it by taking a massive gulp, then taking another massive gulp.
Look, sometimes I like massive gulps on your lip.
See, at this stage of proceedings, if anybody hasn't watched the show here, right, mate, this is exactly what we would be doing in real life. At this stage, we'd be like that. We'd be looking at the watch, thinking, right, we're 5 in. Or we better. Let's do that 6.9%. Yes, boom.
Aye, if we were in a boozer, which we're no, unfortunately, but if you were, you'd have entirely predicted the night was going down this route. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, we've went back to the old school tonight, haven't we, big man? We've went for the inadvertently. I tell you, in terms of the team sheet on 71 Brewing, it's a great balanced team sheet they offer in it. You know, the stout, the sour, the Dipa, the Imperial Pilsner, and then you've got the West Coast IPA.
West Coast.
Aye, is this a Green Flash? Is it Green Flash-esque? Is that a bit?
Close, but no cigar. Nothing. It's going to come. Do you know what? It's been 7 years since I had a Green Flash, and I would bite your right arm off to get one just to taste it again. Because it was that good. Because I got it all everywhere in California. I got it, and it was like it became. I wish I'd actually bought a couple of cases yet. Do you know, I'll need to see if it's still available.
If you're watching this, anybody watching this, mate, if anybody is watching this podcast right now, this is an appeal, right? Brenny hasn't seen any Green Flash for 7 years. He's searching.
You know what we're going to end up with? You know you're going to end up with Dunlop getting sent in the post and all that. I don't want Dunlop. I want Green Flash Brewing Company, San Diego.
Mate, again, I'm sorry.
I'm not actually trying to buy any of them.
Aye.
In fairness, I'm not actually trying to buy it. I'll need to see if they want to export a bit.
Bud, I'm sorry for this, but after recent events, you'll probably end up with hundreds of blue flash getting sent to you, big man. Sorry. But mate, I'm only saying that because, Christ, man, at least yous are getting a bloody game. We've not had a game for about 6 weeks.
Hams, man. Hams.
Yeah, it's happening. It's the new normal, isn't it? Mate, one thing I will say I've noticed about this, not as much Benito as it settles down. It's
Not a bad thing either.
yeah. I'm definitely. They seem to use quite a lot of Columbus hops, and again, and this isn't a pun. I don't know if it's because of the City of Discovery. I love how their hop style kind of backs up their origin, if you know what I mean, where they're from. So they're not ashamed to embrace the local community at 71 Brewing. You know, with Columbus ties in with Discovery Jam, all that kind of stuff, if you know what I mean. Even with the breakfast stout, obviously we know that everybody in Dundee has, you know, beer for the breakfast, all that kind of stuff. Know what I mean, mate?
Rolling mince.
A rolling pay, mate. A rolling pay.
Yeah, the pay's lunch. It's a rolling mince for breakfast.
Aye. But all joke, mate. I mean, it's been so consistent, hasn't it? All joking aside.
Listen. A lot of brewers we've done. Has there been a bad beer? And we enjoying every single one of these for what they are, which is their connotations on what it is. That is a West Coast IPA.
Yeah.
Is it the best West Coast IPA I've ever tasted? No.
I wouldn't say
this. I'll tell you this. It's a great West Coast IPA.
Aye. It's a strong West Coast IPA.
Jenny, happily tan that again. Tanability.
Mate, do you know what this is? This is tanability from the tea. Tanability tea. Tanability for the tea. Tanability for the tea. Sorry, I'm brutal, aren't I?
You're losing it. You're just going Fife, Perkin, Ross, Angus. Something.
Mate, I haven't got a skiffy, mate. So, mate, are we ready to score this bad boy?
Aye. So, would I buy again? Yeah, I would buy that again. I really enjoyed it. Nobody like you. And I love the play on words with that in Scotland, not just in Dundee. Nobody like you. It could be a term of endearment, and it could be an absolute insult on the one, depending on your vernacular. Nah, I love that. I just love that, especially with it being a West Coast. And the West Coast, nobody like you.
That's
whereas East Coast, it might be a bit more subtle, and nobody likes you. Do you know? It's like
East Coast Edinburgh might be one likes one.
You know what I'm saying? I love the name of it. I love the taste of it. I love the artwork on this one, especially. Is
stunning, isn't it? Stunning.
I really look forward to sticking that in my fridge.
Beautiful.
I do really like the artwork on it.
Big man. Sorry to interrupt you, but just when you're on that, you know how obviously we like to use our own graphics, etc. And the can that's going to be in here, that's probably been in here the whole time tonight, right in there, right? Zero filter needed with these guys whatsoever. White background, boom, stunning. So kudos to you on that, man. Honestly, sorry, mate. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, but just and we're now getting on to more than the beer, and I've got to say, 71 Brewery. Tip my hat to everything that they've done, everything they've reviewed.
Would you
really enjoyed it?
Would you say shit?
A crack wee night.
Would you say shit?
Would I say shit? I'd say that all day long. Especially if I had the 95 before it and it was coming in at 6. Was that 6.9?
Yes.
Aye, all right. It says Steve.
Session it responsibly.
Aye, sesh responsibly, exactly. Sesh responsibly. Would I buy again? Yes. Sesh it. Scores in the doors. I prefer the Pilsner. I scored the Pilsner at 8.5. I think. So I'm going to get an 8.
An 8. Solid.
I've got to get a solid 8. Nobody, despite the fact I actually like the artwork, I like the play on words on the "Nobody Like You." I mean, that could be taken in so many connotations. Nobody, and it just shows you it's the looking glass, isn't it?
Aye, it's great.
How do you take that? Nobody likes
name. Fantastic.
You can take that as a big hug. You can take that as a big hug. West Coast IPA, or you can take it as nobody like you.
Aye, absolutely, man. Love it. So I'm going to correct my scoring as well. Would I buy that again? 100% yes. I think that's verging on the side of Imperial West Coast, dare I say it. Would I sesh it again at 6.9%? After the night we've had, if you were to come up to me and say to me right now, would you sesh that again? Aye, I would sesh it again.
Yes!
I would sesh it again. It's below 7%. And it's very, very nice. Score-wise, it's been so consistent, big man. It's been so consistent. As I said earlier on in the podcast, I believe I did say it. I was worried about tonight. For whatever reason, I was worried. I thought, is this going to be, like a Broughton's type brewery? Not that there's anything wrong with Broughton's. I thought, is it going to be that kind of B&M?
The Bruins? You talking about the Bruins?
No, Broughton's Brewery.
Oh, right, okay.
Right.
Okay. Sorry,
but incidentally, I do like. I used a bottle of Old Jock for Broughton's in my steak pie on Sunday night. I do like Broughton, but I thought, is this going to be like that? But see for the moment that you sent me the pictures of those cans, the packaging, and then obviously we got them in. I sprayed it off with the old COVID kill, got it in the house, put them in the fridge. As soon as I was taking them out, mate, what did I say to you? I was like, these guys are going to be quality. The packaging, the names. If anybody's watching this and you don't like it and like that, nobody likes you. We don't care, all right? I'm going to get that connotation in for you, right? You've also got the nobody likes you, but what I firmly believe this is all about is there's
in fairness, nobody like you.
No, but this
is a positive.
But this is what I mean, Brenny. That's what I mean. So it's like there's nobody like you. You know what I mean? There's nobody, Brenny.
Thank you.
There's nobody like you, mate.
Like you either.
Right. So yes, I'm going to give it.
I love it.
Mate, my scores have all been tonight, man. I'm actually going to give it I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 as well, mate. Right. So there we go. So nobody, mate. There's nobody like you. There's nobody like you. 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 Nobody like you.